first and foremost. And how about it?
Why didn't you TP? You guys are dumb. God, you guys are stupid. You're not funny. All right.
Going forward, Baby Bay finding first blood, and they are following it up nicely on the FaZe side of things. But big recovery there from Koala and Chase.
Yeah, not bad at all. It does get us to a 3v3 after everything's all said and done, but the big problem here is you have no clearance or really any information on did anybody push through B, did anybody push through middle. So if here for Ghost, you have to essentially reset and just take it as if the opening, off the spawn, you're going into a 3v3. You have to re-clear everything.
Yeah, very true. A lot of map has not been seen by this attacking side of Ghost. They have to be extra cautious. They will actually start doubling back over here to this A lobby side. Baby Bay, low health, looking to try to get in here. Gets caught as the early alert system. Luckily, at least has a rotation for Rockus.
Let's go.
And Rockus has drawn a nice strike there with the shock dart.
He's got the buns.
Aldrin will push forward Paranoia as well.
Oh my God.
On the headshot. So now it is just down to Rockus. Of course, everyone knows that he's in this position, and he's going to have to probably just rotate on over. You hear that the ultimate orb is being picked up, and Ghost are trying to rotate. They will obviously be very aware of
Oh, they saw him. That
Rockus
sucks.
has been seen just before the dark cover had bloomed mid-map, so he's going to be tagged down to 40 health, and we'll have to consider, do you really want to push through this? Seems like he wants to, and as he does, Win will be there to find the easy kill. So after the initial recovery, Ghost Gaming respond back beautifully, even though they dropped the first two members in the exchange.
Yeah, that was such a big second kill to get onto the A site. Once Rockus gets that shock dart off, gets it back into a 2 versus 2, things get a little bit dicey, but able to recover in there, get to the 2-on-1, get the read on Rockus' rotation on Cat.
It's crazy. They almost left with the advantage there. That was so close.
Scrappy start.
That fight on A main.
Know how aggressive FaZe like to be. They like to get in your face. They like to disrupt you. They don't like to let you settle into rounds, and so it almost worked out for them there, but not quite. They will find themselves in the back foot coming into this round.
Standing ahead.
All right, we'll see how this all unfolds from here after the early aggression was established pretty quickly on. Seeing already some of these status effects in case you're just unfamiliar with watching KO over the last couple of days. You're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Oh, I can move. Hold on.
Almost as an intel gathering tool.
I can move this stuff now.
See who exactly is around and how about it? Goes with the weapon advantage.
We can throw that there, and then we can move my face. Stupid freaking face.
Here as well as putting down that Molotov inside market. Stop that quick rotation in. Rockus
Oh, it's gonna kind of block. Man, whatever. Screw it. I mean, probably do it lower, right?
On 4, but Quinn gonna go ahead and really kind of see this in Ghost's direction. Should be going their way in.
There we go. That should be good.
Looking pretty solid for it, but
you'll miss if it's 4 kills. If it's 4 kills very quickly, you'll miss it. But hey, whatever.
Decisions will have to be made here with no spike being planted as far as what can be afforded for Ghost as we get into the third round.
Yeah, also, just again, noting Wynn's move over to Sova. Not an agent he played a whole heck of a lot on Genji. Again, he was definitely their primary.
Oh, that's true. You can move the nerd street to the left and then put my face cam. God, you guys. That's why they pay you guys the big bucks. Right? You guys get paid the big bucks, right?
To this bonus round for Ghost.
I hope, because you deserve it.
Upgraded pistols though, so a very big superiority for FaZe coming into this round.
Including Rockus with the Zodin. Early information play going through main. Baby J is a part of this and actually very forward. Flash will come through. Brian just runs right into danger. Does find one, and how about the shot from Win? Actually takes down one over the middle market. So now it is just down to Rockus trying to hold. Working with him will be Corey deep, but currently blocked out. And again, Rockus with his utility will actually sink.
The game starts long before the game starts. And warm hands are faster hands. Gain the upper hand and power up your pregame warm-up with Zippo hand warmers.
Monday payday, Tuesday payday, Wednesday payday, Thursday payday, Friday payday, Saturday payday, Sunday payday. Payday.
Part 2 now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Get ready to take on summer with new ice drinks at Dunkin'.
Well, superior firepower.
Good news here is that for Ghost, they also still have a Paranoia to use pending they need it, which you feel like they'll likely try to find a way to get that into play. But for Corey, Raucus, and Zach, this is going to be a very difficult retake with only a recon bolt and a boom bot just to try to clear up a bit of space. And you can already see the split coming through. One,
I would
three,
save.
two up top.
Okay,
And the
Chase
timing
is
forward.
throwing,
The
I guess.
paranoia coming out, but Corey evades it, finds the kill on a Chase. So now 3v3.
Oh wait, they're on a fucking bonus. Wait,
so darn solid.
they're on a bonus. Never mind, I wouldn't save. I got Deegs and shit. No, I wouldn't save.
2v3 situation. This retake.
I didn't know they had Deegs. Like, yeah, maybe they had Spectries, but
can they even get away?
either way, they lost.
Oh! Not 100% sure where
Oh!
Nismo
Mo.
for the elimination, and Ghost absolutely punished here in the third.
Yeah, they just find an empty A site. You know, defensively, you're having to gamble a bit when you're a player behind, or you're going to have to play for intel. They decide to gamble and just watch the mid-B split. They have to leave A open. At least you have to go for that retake. And I don't
They
know
won that
what
with 2
happened,
sheriffs,
but
a
their
frenzy.
bot never got off this heaven balcony.
Or wait.
So it never was able to get
No.
to site and really have any impact.
That frenzy swap. There's frenzy, sheriff, 3 Spectries.
Not only that, but just
This ain't looking good for FaZe.
in the post plant, Nismo on the chase to stop any saving, and now FaZe have to just go for shares, and Ghost can start building up a nice little lead here.
Yeah, this is, I think I can tell by your tone. I think we're both a bit surprised with how clean this has been from Ghost so far. And you know, I think the biggest thing is just how quickly they've recovered.
Why is FaZe losing to this? What do you mean? Ghost is a good team.
Yeah, again, this is only their 3rd game playing this KO Sky combination, so we're still kind of learning the ins and outs of it. But definitely, again, this gives you so much utility to use throughout the course of the round as they're just catching FaZe pushing here.
Oh, jeez, what a read this is. Neural not even spent for it. There will be one exchange. Baby J can recover and go Sheriff into AR, no problem. The problem really beyond that, outside of the weaponry pickup, is the fact that now the B zone is completely gone. And
Timing. That sucks. You got timing so hard.
Actually, hold on a second. This is still a very doable 3v3 situation.
Yeah, especially with the pick up Phantom as well. I believe that was on over there for Baby J.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, he's actually going to shuffle it over to Corey.
Got 2 rifles.
As the Vandal. So yeah, they actually packed
got 2 rifles.
on this retake all of a sudden.
They have pistols and they push. I mean, that's kind of what you do on an eco. On an eco, if you sit around playing a default setup, you're going to lose. On an eco, you kind of have to do some sort of... You have to take some sort of risk. And the risk they took was a 3v1. Pretty good risk, honestly. They took a 3v1 and the B main guy. They kill that guy.
And again, that's what double initiator brings.
Without losing 2. Great.
You also have flashes for the post plant to be able to disrupt the retake situation, and so that was really well done. It was stressful, right? I mean, there was definitely some chances from FaZe, and they pick up a couple of fallen rifles. They start to make things interesting. But
Wasn't a bad eco at all by FaZe.
Also want to note
Not bad.
that, you know what, Chase being on the
They had
site,
fucking
that's
classics
kind of
and
a
shit.
new
Well, they had
role for him.
Sheriff,
He's
but-
only just really been doing over the last couple of months, and had a big round there, catching that B lobby push, getting off the neural theft, and helping his team getting into a situation where they could win.
Well, a flawless start so far for Ghost, and if they can find a way to win their 5th round right here, FaZe will really start to scratch their heads a little bit. Now, that said, you know, for FaZe, there have been some results in the recent memory where this map has
That's so crazy that they just ran up like that. They were so confident that FaZe wasn't playing up close. He just had his knife out and jumped on that orb. They didn't even try to clear. That's wild.
They're already through market and over by Boathouse.
Yeah, that KO ult just silenced everything, plus he got the molly on market, so no way for FaZe to break the site open before they got in. But that's a big pickup from Raucus. That actually gets them a 5-on-4 retake situation. They do still have a Cosmic Bravado and Hunter's Fury available as well.
Oh, this ain't good. Ghost is getting fucked.
Able to find another. Chase trying to push forward.
Oh.
Also working through main, and both will walk away with a single elimination. Chase, though, put in a bit of a tricky situation, trying to play forward on the staircase. Gives numbers now over to FaZe, but Zachary down to just 7 HP. Win trying to hold. Gonna be able to, get an angle, but not quite lock down the shots. And the retake.
Oh, he knifed it. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. Oh, he did at the left.
Oh yeah, Raucus getting that.
I forgot the knife gives info.
Because they were able to basically get a freebie before they really even had to kickstart that retake. And he gets
Just clearly not used to seeing KO in the pool. The knife just gives full info. That's fucking.
Really help open that site and allow his team to start coming.
Is KO nice or what?
The block off the back hallway so they can just focus on the.
I haven't really seen many teams run him. Like Ghost is using him, but
you could tell that was a calculated retake set up from FaZe. They weren't playing the site. They were
maybe it's just not enough time to run him.
Retake coming into play, and it worked out perfectly for them. Get them on the scoreboard for the first time now. They even have a couple of more ults to go here, particularly having maybe Jay having his ult for retake is going to be huge.
That's gonna get.
That's
so
gonna be so
confusing.
tough. Yeah, dude. It's so bad, man. It's even worse that like the team name is.
Yeah, I'm thinking just it's not enough time for some of these
All you
teams
see is the baby.
to like full swap.
Oh my. We'll work through it.
Yeah, we'll struggle.
Please
through
forgive
it.
us, Chad.
I think that's probably the best way of putting it.
Yeah, we're trying. We're out here.
Early defensive lockdown coming through, and Baby Bay trying to get frisky mid-map kind of with that. Not going to get blessed as Koala was able to beat him with the operator range. So ultimate spent, first blood good for Ghost. This is already looking like a pretty primed round here in round 6 for them as a 5v4.
Yeah, they're loving this situation here, trying to not allow FaZe building momentum. Showstopper coming out here from core to try to stall that A attack and push them backwards off of it. So at least he has made sure that Cat and A main are no longer a threat, which I think is big, right? It stops any type of push that could have punished you and allows you to kind of...
He's not better than any other agents, that's the thing. Well, it depends. You don't need so many duelists. Duelists are kind of a waste of space, right? You can replace a duelist with KO, and that'll fit so much better. You'll get more info out of it. You'll get more of an exec out of it. And you'll get flashes. So you won't lose anything that... A duelist usually has flashes, right? KO has flashes too. I think KO is a great... a great character. Easily replace some duelists for sure.
Corey wants to stay shrouded while his teammates want to take some trees so he can surprise them, but it doesn't happen. The paranoia blew that all.
He's got his knife for info. He's got a nade to break util like Killjoy ults and whatever the fuck he wants to break, or just flush out locations. He's got an ult that silences everybody, makes an exec super easy. And he's got 2 flashes. That's fucking sick. I feel like that's so sick.
On this attacking side,
duelists are 100% a waste of space. What the heck? Not all duelists, though. It depends on the map, right? In some maps, some duelists just fucking own, right? Some maps, some duelists just own. But on most maps, I think they're kind of bad. In my opinion, I don't know. I think they're kind of bad. They're nice confidence boosters, though. I feel like duelists are like confidence boosters in themselves.
I really wish Corey wouldn't have shot there, right? I think if he could have stayed tucked in the corner, allow his teammate Tree to take first contact, but he just couldn't know, right? He was paranoid. He wasn't sure if maybe they were going to push in at some point. He was trying to deter and slow down the catwalk push, and when that bait and switch gets busted, there's just really nothing stopping A from being taken. And now it gets even worse for FaZe just on shares here. Drone coming in. Is it going to find Corey out over here in the line? No, it doesn't. So there's maybe a chance Corey can play spoiler if they commit to A lobby, but...
Damn! Geometry!
And another...
Holy shit, so much util. Oh my god.
What a read that is. And just a little interaction off the top as well. I mean, Baby Bay goes to the knives early. All of the damage that he had found got immediately regrowth, so that is a free elimination and great isolation from Ghost. 5v4, 45 seconds to play. It looks like they're going to go B.
Yeah, that is... exactly what you want here. They're going to gather up lobby. Yeah, early only person there is BBJ with the turret playing inside market. Again, Kato's utility currently stop BBJ from pushing them in. Now the Secrets will apply even more pressure to this market lane. So they're going to be able to use the control of keeping that market area smoked off with cages and Omen smokes. Now they're on. They'll get that plant, and they have a very good 5-on-4 hold ahead of them.
Ooh, a clean round. This is not looking good for FaZe, dude. Yeesh. The money's stacking. 6-1.
Answer absolutely nothing.
Are we about to see a we're about to see a 9-3 half.
Round 7, 6-1, sure, maybe not perfect by score, but I mean, give credit where credit is due. Ghost are looking unbelievably good right now.
Yeah, again, you get the double flashes of KO and Sky, but then you also get, you know, the cages and the smokes from Omen. You get, you know, Ryan's, you know, incendiary that KO has. And the point is it just continuously stuffs market position. It makes it so hard for a defensive team to play inside market.
Marcus is
or
broke.
Quick access back
Wait,
to the site.
no, he's not.
You almost
What the hell just happened?
All the utility out, which just burns the clock further and further in the
I think someone bought him.
It's so oppressive.
And then he bought the Spectre for somebody. Dude, what? What is this? What are you guys doing?
Oh, this is starting to feel maybe a bit desperate right here for FaZe.
Baby Bay's walking up with a Spectre?
Not even really all that much supporting power from Raucus' own, and he's going to be tried here. Flash comes through, but it actually affects Koala maybe more than it was supposed
What the
to.
fuck was
Does
that?
allow an opportunity for
Bro, you're not going to get a kill like that?
hold on and
That's not going to
aim
happen.
the zone.
Yeah, still though, man advantage here for Ghost. They still have Ryan holding some pivot point here towards Catwalk.
Okay.
He doesn't have vision on
All right.
just yet, so don't really have that map control quite yet, but it's coming soon as
I'm assuming they're just like, they're trying to catch him off guard, right? But I would rather see that in A main than in B main. I don't know. I'd rather take that duel in A main. IMO. If you're going to do anything aggressively. Ooh, a little dink. Winnable. Corey.
Finds one. Will be knifed back though.
Oh, this is winnable. Oh, this is hella winnable. Oh my god.
He's been foiled in this position. But
oh my god.
Corey gets the third. Now it's just down to win, but he gets the right click off. Turns it into a 1v1 and plenty of time to collect the spike and still plant for free.
Yeah, again, all that mid presence didn't really allow Raucus to rotate until just now, so it gives Win a chance to kind of settle into this 1v1. He's got the door covering. Gonna go ahead and plant the spike towards Under Heaven. Raucus blows the door up and trying to trick Win into knowing where he's coming from.
Oh!
Here it is, and that was.
It's hard to win with a freaking Odin.
For a lot of
I
people
don't know. Should have swapped weapons. Then again, I don't use the Odin, so maybe the Odin's insane. I don't know.
Red Bull clutch moment nonetheless, as he does end up getting things going after this really trepidatious situation. Zach for 2 is incredible, but that little jump peek right click really seals the deal, and then the post plant favor to take the last 1v1.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Blows the door with the Odin early in that 1v1.
I mean, to be fair, if FaZe would have won that round, that would have been like a very, very good recovery. Like, they should have lost anyway, so like, it's cool they brought it close. If they won it, they would have been pretty lucky to win it, just because of that, like, just losing 2 in B main, making a 3v5 right away. Should have gone Heaven if you're gonna Odin. Ooh, true. You're actually right, yeah. Because you're Silva too. Shoot the dart. He's gonna have to break it. Once he breaks it, you know where he is. Spam him. God, that's why you're just better than everyone, Leviathan. You're just the best.
Like, the only losses they've had lately is a very close one in OT to Dark Zero. They had one like fluky kind of loss to the Frail Males team in an open qualifier, but everything else lately has been picture perfect on Ascent.
Leviathan's just the Odin king, so
not quite able to connect, nor is there enough of a follow-up to find first blood. So the weakened arsenal from FaZe at least still sees them surviving with 5. The big question, and I would say the big problem beyond that, is how exactly do you deal with this rotation that's going to have to come through as Ghosts are getting primed to head over towards B?
Yeah, and once they get B, again, all the utility that they have between KO, between the cages of Chase, you know, whatever it is, like getting access back to market to set up your retake. Again, good luck. You're going to get stalled for so long trying to do that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Found one.
That's a nice pickup, though. Out of nowhere.
Not bad at all. Gravity well able to lock in a couple of different members, and then the spam shots through the dark cover, good for 1. So now numbers actually in play for FaZe. Time also becoming a bit of an issue in Raucus. Does he have the correct lineup here? Going to start throwing some down.
Oh, shit. Dude, that is the most annoying Sova ult. When you're retaking fucking B, and you're all spawn, and it just hits you. Oh, my. Oh, pain. Ooh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, yeah. They've been watching Leviathan demos for sure.
I mean, that is a giant slap to the face of FaZe, who I think actually made a pretty solid adjustment there. I mean, using those grab wells to slow down the B approach and to disrupt maybe even the spike plant was giving them a chance to come in and start trying to make some magic happen, but Win had different plans. I mean, come on now, what is this? Just absolutely disgusting play there with the Odin, quad kill round. And, I mean, FaZe are getting wrecked right now. Dude, Baby Bay is still on 1 frag.
Yeah.
As the Jet.
Yeah.
The guy who's only popping off and helping you out, he is struggling to get off.
Koala's my ex-teammate, so I taught him many things, and he taught him. There we go.
Up and then the gravity well locks him into place. FaZe able to start responding, and there will be the shutdown, including the null, that will not be allowed to get any sort of a regeneration.
It's kind of weird. That's one of those situations for being Ghost Gaming, right? That's one of those situations where you overthink things, and you're playing a great fucking game. It's 8-1. You're playing a great game. Keep doing what you're doing until they have an answer, right? But Ghost Gaming instead was just like, fuck it, rush A. I don't know. I think you just keep doing what you're doing. It's working so well.
they are just getting battered on average. Baby J, though, is going to have
Make them earn it.
available this round, so that's going to
Make them earn it.
helpful, of course, to try to get another defensive round through. But yeah, these grab wells lately have started to stall out Ghost.
But they did have, I mean, clearly they had something. They were like trying to do a certain exec, but it was really just off of the KO ult, which isn't,
on average 45
I don't know if that
seconds
counts.
left in the round to come out aggressive this time and just try to flip the script and change the pace a bit. But FaZe,
9-3 half?
the gravity well play has been notable in the last couple of rounds specifically, and now just to kind of speak onto that, look at the placements around both the nano swarms and the stars over towards B. You've got Baby Bay, who's going to be on the corner. I don't believe the Trailblazer sees too much of anything, and Ghost may just walk into a bit of this trap again, but they're going to try to navigate it regardless.
Yeah, this time the difference is we actually have players on site here defensively. It's not just the Astro utility looking to stall, and they're looking
Fucking
to play
turret, man.
looking to fight here up the lane and try to just, you know, push into play.
They still might as well do it though. Oh boy. Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked.
Got the paint shells down the gravity well with the showstopper. It's absolutely flawless, and another 2 kills tallied in favor of FaZe.
Yeah, I really feel like the big flip of the switch here for FaZe has been the impact that this Astro utility has had in the mid to late round. These Gravwell timings have been just so perfect from Zachary lately, and they've been able to combo it into different fragging situations like you just saw there from Corey, capitalizing on the paint. Shells and Showstopper over towards tree position. You know, Chase gets the kill and gets 8 control. This might be a whole different story, but catching that aggressive lurk, stuffing it, and then, you know, just perfect utility combo here at tree. It's allowing FaZe to start clawing their way back to this game with 1 round left to go in this first half. If they can capitalize it, and remember, they still have lockdown available, and there's no ults on the table for Ghost.
No, I mean, being down as badly as FaZe were.
Oh my god, just do it. Just do it.
A huge recovery, not just for the score, but I have to imagine also for
do
the
it.
mental. See how things unfold though. Again, ability for the defensive phase right near B main and over towards that market entryway.
Yeah, interesting to see KO being the lurk. He's normally been kind of like the tip of the spear for a lot of these attacks. So you're trying to use him to throw a bit of a fake or feint. We are seeing the exchanging
Oh my
of
goodness.
spam here at B. It's the song of our people being played.
Ooh, Killjoy ult. Killjoy ult.
Maybe they over in towards
8-4.
So finds 2, and then his maybe counterpart Jay able to find the 3rd, and again
Okay.
completely stuffed on the entry. Lockdown does get spent to force them.
Does T1 not play today? I guess not. I thought they did, but I'm dumb. So
which is not going to happen. Just down the chase, 1v5. Spy Cam
just
will
done.
spook out that, yep, there are definitely people coming from behind, but not going to make a difference. It's an 8-4 half. FaZe Clan able to salvage, and well, with that, we go to the halftime break. We'll come back and give you the breakdown as we get ready for the second.
did they always do halftime breaks? I feel like I don't remember these. I feel like I don't remember these halftime breaks. Why do people never wait for Killjoy util? I mean, sometimes they're just trying to catch him off guard, right? I mean, halftime breaks are good because it's like they can make more money, right? They make a little bit more money doing halftime breaks, but I swear they didn't always do them. But maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. They suck for viewers? Not really. Fucking 3 minutes. It's not like you're paying for this shit. You know? Let them take their 3-minute break. Shit's free. Don't care. I think somebody, I might have just missed it, but I think somebody asked, how much do you make? And then somebody commented that guy saying, do you really think he's going to answer that? I feel like I get that question like at least twice a day. I make at least $1 a month, of course. Honestly, the truth of the matter when it comes to like earnings for streamers is it's not that easy to just like how much do you make? Like it's actually not that simple because you'd have to like really dive into it to figure out that number because it's constantly changing. You're never just earning the same amount of money. Like 1 month could be different from another.
In a row to keep it at least somewhat respectable there in the first half.
Absolutely. I think the adjustment, on how they were using those grab wells in the mid to late round from
like 1 month you could be making less, 1 month you could be making more. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're making a fuck ton, but still it's changing, ups and downs, always.
To start coming in. Obviously, though, Ghost is showing how impressive the layered utility of KO Sky. And even, Chase throwing his stuff in there in the mix really just helped stalling out that market position as they hit B. It was just a really good attacking game plan that gave them such a hot start. But FaZe maybe starting to recover. Now they're on the attack to see what they can do.
By the way, Shroud, how much does Shaz make again? I have no clue.
A pistol win here would be incredible for the program. We'll
big cash money. Well, Shaz is killing it. Shazzy's killing it.
This initially, so it looks like FaZe is pay a lot of respect to the
I think when
we have to deal with.
I think when I mentioned that, I think people thought I meant one person is making $100 grand a month. Like I think people thought that Shazam is making $100,000 a month, right? But I counted 2 people. I counted Tens and Shaz. You combine their wealth a month, yeah, probably. Honestly.
But not before Koala goes down.
Yeah.
And FaZe are just really putting together a nice pistol here.
So I was half right.
Comes out, not going to make much of a difference.
I was half right. Shazzy's killing it. I love it. I love to see it. I love to see 10,000 subs. I love to see Sentinels owning. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Going to be able to find a second elimination. The Nebula will deny any other action to happen, and we essentially get.
I love it.
Spike is actually making its way back through B main to go back over towards mid.
Oh, they're going to come into
good for him, man.
Waiting for this, but he's going to get caught. That's a great timing to peek together. But now they've been split up 1-to-1. When able to pick one of them off, get it back into a 2 versus 2. But in the meantime, the Spike does make it to A site. And we are seeing that Zachary's able to kind of backtrack through A lobby.
Because he was a bit confused the other day. Wait, did Shaz see that clip of me saying that they make 100 grand? Yeah, I think when I said it, it sounded like they each make $100,000 a month, which actually isn't that far off, honestly. Okay, but you combine their wealth, I'm pretty confident they do. I'll be honest with you. Unless they sign some shitty contracts with Sentinels, I'm pretty confident that both of them combined are making 100K a month. I swear on my mom. That's awesome. Fucking dope. Wait, did he just...
Yeah, I mean,
He just lost the round.
wait, never mind. They stalled him long enough.
He just lost the round. He dropped off the fuse, man.
He did let go.
It looked that way.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, now that I have to see a replay again really quick. I didn't quite catch it, but yeah, I think you might be onto something there. I think he might have screwed this up. Great
This
take.
is so... He's got it right here as soon as he hops it. It's more than enough time.
I don't
Oh, we
know.
didn't get a full look at it. I could have...
Chat, why do we care about how much they're making?
The boxes, there's
I don't
more
know.
than enough time to defuse right there.
People are
It looked like
interested.
he stepped off for a
I mean, streamers make a lot of money.
They have. I don't know.
A fuck
That is
ton.
Rather odd.
You know, anywhere from
Getting a
fucking
confirmation that he did step off from production, so
$1 a month to
that is
hundreds of thousands a month, you know?
I wasn't even considering that as an option. I was like
Me neither.
preparing to talk about the retake in general, and then all of a sudden the spike blows up. and I'm
Curiosity.
a little confused.
You know, you never just like Google like Johnny Depp's net worth or something, you know? Curiosity, I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
People are curious. You can't blame people for being curious.
So now
Fuck it.
weapons for FaZe, and
Yes.
they're only down 3.
Interesting.
Oh. Good Hawk coming through. Koala's able to at least respond 1 for 1, and there is still a lot more flashes that could potentially be used here, but Baby Bay just holds down the trigger, finds another double up, and then Baby J beyond that finds...
Actually, I don't even think you could make $1 a month. I don't even think being a streamer you could make $1 a month because they don't pay they don't pay you out unless it's a certain amount of money. I think you like if you're making like $5 a month, it'll like keep banking $5, $5, and then until you hit a certain threshold, then they'll pay you. I think there's a minimum to get paid, I think.
Interesting.
I mean,
God damn it, internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
The minimum of $100. Oh, that's on Twitch, right?
But we're in regain mode here, and here's the good news, I suppose, for Ghost. You do have full weapons coming into play, but I mean, FaZe have nullified that incredible start that Ghost had. I mean, we're down to 2 rounds difference. Like, hello? This is unbelievable.
Big attack here onto A site. FaZe looking to just use that jet and raise to close distance quick, be that explosive FaZe style we're used to, and come in and pounce. But that's a big pickup from Ryan on the edge of that smoke there. Before the spike even gets planted, they get a frag back. Now a 4-4 retake all of a sudden coming into play.
Things looking pretty positive here. Like, will be planted. Retake going to be tested from multiple angles. Nispo trying to work their way in through Treat. Win up top. It's still 4v4, but again, steep control here for FaZe. The Nova Pulse will also be spent just in case someone was pushing through the Nebula. Not going to happen, but Zach able to cross. Avoids most of the guiding light and finds 2.
Jesus.
The run and gun of the SMG comes to play.
He's like, all right, I'm out of here.
And oh my goodness, how
Why does everyone have a
good does
Vandal?
have
Because
to
they're
be?
throwing.
If just
I
the
don't know.
defuse came through in the first place, now all of a sudden FaZe have free upgrades on the weapons.
Zach a 3 right there, bro.
I mean,
What can you say?
like I said
battling
before,
through
having
light
like
line,
having a Vandal, like 1 or 2
door.
users, actually isn't that bad
That's
because
so
like
huge because
if you
tell that
if you lose a round and the other team only uses Phantoms and now they're forced to use a Vandal because they picked up your guns, that kind of sucks. It always sucks when you pick up somebody's Vandal and you don't want it. So it's not the worst to have some Vandal users.
Turning perfectly.
It's not the worst.
Unable to capitalize, and the dominoes begin to fall. What a round from Zachary. And now look at this. Ghost not much to spend here. FaZe have a great chance to tie this thing up on their attacking side. And I will say this about their Ascent. Their attacking side, normally not the stronger side. Not by much, but...
Right, yeah. Still dealing with, what, like 60+%?
Yeah.
between
Almost
both
caught
sides.
him.
FaZe have been just so good at this map throughout the first.
They reacted quick on that,
qualifier
CK.
and the second
Real
so
quick.
far, but Ghost getting aggressive this time, actually pushing all the way through B. They will actually recover a couple of weapons and have a realistic chance at getting into this 3v3. It's just Nismo that's missing a weapon, really. And even he's found one, so this is not bad at all.
No, sure. I would say I feel like FaZe averages somewhere around 6 rounds per attacking half, just in recent times, I would say.
Sure.
But they're well maybe past that track in the Got a hold though here.
Decent angle from Corey, but not able to capitalize with it. It will be the paint shells to come out, trying to provide a bit of damage, but Ghost are already in. The good news is the recon will find so much information, but Koala gets two lined up on one another. 1v1. Corey down to low HP.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Through the corner of the radius.
I think regardless of what happens there, he still was going to win the round due to time, but fucking hell.
Are now tied at 8 through 16.
Oh my, and remember, Baby Bay at one point was 1-9. He has absolutely reclaimed back some territory. He and Corey starting to pop off, and I'm thinking that could
Jesus.
be a day candidate from AIM Lab.
He was probably going to win to time anyway, but fucking hell.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely nomination, I'd say.
Dude, it's crazy. This all stems from the round that they messed up the diffuse. That was pistol round, right? Damn.
Big moment in this map.
And keep in mind that, again, with this recent kind of agent compositional swap, we've seen Koala be the one to pick up the operator time and time again. He's not going to have the escape tools available that you normally would expect with, obviously, a Jet. Going to actually use both shrouded steps to stay away from the Owl drone, and that's an expensive bit of utility being costed just by one drone.
He kind of reminds me of like Mummy in a way, you know, the guy who had to kind of float between Omen and Jet, depending on the map and depending on the rest of the team's composition. So
be hit.
That is definitely something that they kind of share.
They're gonna use that Astro wall.
Maybe they trying to fit some shots here through the smoke.
Whoa. Oh, that's how they're doing it. Interesting.
One-way cage here on the archway.
That's kind of risky.
Stall out phase. You have no other map presence but this B lobby. Now they have to back off, but they have to be very careful. They don't know where the defense could be set up all across the map. As you see both teams looking to full sprint back over to the A side together. It's a massive wave. 4 defensive players move over to A, but FaZe now start doubling it back and start taking some mid.
I actually could see that wall being really, really sick if they left one person to lurk through it, kind of like towards the tail end of it, almost.
Would be the guiding light, Nismo.
Holy
tested he will be, but maybe they misses the right click. Neural Theft now earned. Oh, Chase is going to hold his ground, finds one! Almost able to get more than that. Corey able to keep things level, and Showstopper will be called. Blindly throws that to the backside of the defensive spawn while the spike gets planted.
Kind of had to, right, just to make sure he wasn't going to get run down.
This is going to be a tough round to hold for them. For FaZe. Unless Corey, the Overwatch legend. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, dude, that shot was everything. That was the shot they needed.
And again, Nismo's heroics have been absolutely potent throughout this first map.
Sure, but we also have to commend Chase. I mean, the fact that he brought down 2 players after getting run down by Baby Bay, who's ulted, who dashes in, he's creating space, he's up in the sky, he's making Chase really have to reposition that crosshair rapidly. I mean, such a huge catch to take him down, get the neural death off, and get a follow-up. I mean, that was brilliant. That really gives his team a chance. And obviously, a couple of missed opportunities from FaZe's perspective. Baby J really thinking he should probably land that kill onto Chase. And
did they made Omen out of you? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
First round, though, in a while that we could tally in favor of Ghost. A lot more still to be played, you feel like, here in this first map. And the defensive spread coming through, 3-2 split up. And this is where I'm really curious, I think, just to see how capable Ryan really will use this utility to solo hold on to tree.
Yeah, we're going to find out here shortly. He's looking to test the waters here. All committed to A main except for Zachary. He has been able to get over to Gelato. He's keeping vision.
The Zachary lurk could be pretty huge.
But his stars are going to be pivotal.
I don't know if they know he's there, though.
Not getting caught. Again, looking to dash in, but again gets caught on that very play. He was alone.
I don't like that shit, man. I don't like the Jet dash by themselves. That's why I don't like Jet. I don't like Jet because, like, if you have the wrong timing with the wrong timing with your team right there, you just go in and you die, and that's it. The space is just insane. Like, Jet makes so much space, which in some situations can be amazing, but when that happens, you just lose. Oh no.
Oh, he got caught.
2 players get caught. It's not just Koala. I believe it's
It's
Ryan
kinda
as well,
his bait,
mid-map.
It's his bait. They're trying to bait him in the peeking heaven. They had a
Honestly, that could have been for the best, because if he peeked and he missed the shot and got killed, made it a 2v3, that actually might have been for the best right there. Him getting
There is
detained.
potential for this 2v4 to still be held. All of this is going to be coming from up top. Now here comes the play. Corey, for one, not going to get more than that. Raucous, affected by the 0 point, holds his position. Sees the barrel of one, finds it, not going to get more. Beyond that, the Guardian of Koala does.
Seriously, I know he got hit with that detain right there, but it truly might have been for the best. Because if he went wide, took a fight, missed the duel, could have been bad.
He was like right on the edge of the lockdown. I think maybe he was looking to try to just get a kill and get out of it right before it popped. But the fact that they had 2 players who were well out of range, you could kind of bait them if need be, made it to where the detain wasn't really that big of a factor. Really great use of utility from Ghost throughout that whole process. I thought it was, pretty smart with Baby Jade, though. They kind of baited out the null and then came in with the lockdown. And it was a nice thought, but the fact that Nismo stayed shrouded in the site and got 2 kills, I mean, kind of canceled out any impact the lockdown would have had. Big round from Ghost again.
It's a couple in a row, but FaZe still.
What do you think the purpose of KO over a duelist in this comp?
A couple of players a bit
Info
they would normally want to bring into the mix.
and his ult, pretty much.
Mid-map, not gonna hit the shot, just turns tail and runs. So mid-map position for FaZe, still very
His ult
consistent
makes it so
throughout
that,
their offensive rounds.
if you're doing a huge hit,
Again, it just
you can just turn off all of Killjoy's utility. Turn off all of... Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Everything just went so well right there, dude.
No pun intended. A little bit accidental there, but it works out nonetheless. 5-on-2 for Ghost.
Look at the long play from behind here. Nismo, goodness. I'm telling you, this guy does not lose 1v1s, man. It's
Nice shots.
unbelievable. Nismo for 3 in the round. Ghost put themselves up right back to essentially some of the favor that they had in the first half.
I mean, at this point, all is forgiven for that diffuse blunder. I mean, you've started to really, get things back on track here. Nismo just crushing it. Again, one of those players that's kind of.
I'll be honest, I like Ghost's characters. I do.
And he's been doing some big things with it this game, that's for sure. As now Ghost starting to reclaim territory after FaZe was on a bit of a run there. They had the 7 rounds.
The only thing that I think doesn't really work.
But Ghost have now held them off and now have them on a save.
The only thing that I don't think really works too well with Ghost's characters and picks is the Omen. I think the Omen could be replaced because typically you go Omen when you are low on flashes, right? But they have 4 flashes.
Baby J and the numbers will at least stay
Well,
level.
more than that if Sky recharges.
Hunter's Fury not really having any impact there. Maybe it's all about any type of push out into middle through a smoke, but it was unable to get any tags, any frags, and so not much utility left here for FaZe with the use. They're trying to owl drone their way into A at least. Good use by the Bravo here from Zachary to keep blocking off this heaven balcony here so they can actually get into the site and try to get the spike planted, but at this point, Ghost is already in position.
Spike will be allowed to go down. Retake still required.
Yeah, I used Omen. That's exactly my point. I used Omen because we had no fucking flashes.
No flank that's going to occur here.
So I used Omen. Like, Omen is a good complement when you don't have enough flashes. But if you do have enough flashes, you don't really need them. Like, what does this flash do when you already have 4? You know what I mean? Pick like a Brim or something at that point.
Ghost starting to posture up top. Chase able to find one. It is going to still be a 2v2. Raucous holding this backside of the spike, and time is becoming a bit of a problem. Nobody can get through. Corey down low. And a
Eco.
confirmed for FaZe,
That sucks.
possibly helping to save this map.
Yeah, just being able to focus up on Heaven. Again, great use of Zachary's utility to get them insight and get them the plant. And then he was at A main. He made sure they weren't getting flagged so the other 2 players could just focus on that balcony push. And they were able to avoid Nismo's flashes pretty well. Not really allowing Ghost to capitalize on chasing the guiding lights down and trying to use them to get frags. They were able to just kind of hold their ground on site and able to come up with a big victory. You feel like that's to stop the bleeding type round phase.
There's a reason why people don't use Brim on Ascent. I think Brim's better.
I mean, that's so big to get that round off of a low investment. Now they get a
Yeah, on Ascent too. You could have fucking lineups on both sites with your Molly. And then you have an ult that's insane. Actually insane.
Slow setup here for FaZe. Really trying to feel out.
I don't know, man.
What does Ghost setup look like? They've seen at least some information that Nismo is going to be.
What the heck? That's hidden through the wall?
I believe they also have got some good intel that Chase
broken.
is still holding somewhere on to sight towards B. So they've got a pretty good idea as far as who's where, at least as far as some of the big controllers are concerned.
Yeah, definitely get you on that. As you know, FaZe is trying to keep presence all across the map.
Omen definitely feels like a comfort pick though, because he's way more comfortable in the sense that like you could do everything on the run, which is cool. You could do everything on the run while you know, keeping up with the boys. You could do that with Brim too, though. You could do Brim smokes on the run as well. You just don't have the same range.
Step any more forward. He has to just kind of keep holding this angle. In the meanwhile, FaZe taking control of A main, setting up potential A split. Utility though coming out.
Showstopper going to be out for Corey.
Oh no. Why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that? No, you know he popped his ult.
Doesn't really find too much success outside of a little bit of damage onto Corey. So the
I did not like that. I did not like that.
Get that down. 0 point also coming through.
Oh.
Fury, but just a little bit too late.
Oh.
Spike does get planted. Wind connects once onto Baby J, but that will be about it. So that is another ultimate off the table.
Zachary's about to win him the round.
5v4. Retake potentially going to come through tree here, and there is an opportunity for Zach to completely catch Koala completely unawares. Everyone's so focused on the Rocket, and that's going to be enough for Koala to be found, no problem. So now all of a sudden, numbers for FaZe. They're looking to find 10 on the board here, and honestly, for Ghost, they're just going to back away potentially.
You have to. You don't have a choice here at this point.
That Nismo play was not it. Oh my goodness.
The entire time he never got cleared. No one ever rotated through middle. They all came through defensive spawn back halls, and so Zachary able to stay posted up on tree the whole time as his team pounced through A main. Great space being taken by Baby Bay with the dash onto the generator. Great use of utility once again on that heaven balcony, using those grav wells and those jet smokes. You can never really feel comfortable taking a peek off of heaven balcony as they come in, so you kind of just have to give it play retake. And the problem is that FaZe were already a player up, and again, not only did they have full control of A site, they were able to crossfire tree position because they had Zachary tucked in over towards Catwalk the entire time. So just phenomenal map control there from FaZe. Again, that explosive play style. You're starting to see Baby Bay come alive a little bit here in these rounds. Again, had such a cold start, 1-9. He's really
why is Breach disliked that much?
And now they're a one-round.
I don't really know.
Back up again. Ghost economy
Maybe because he's like a little bit more predictable. I'm not sure.
Try to come into this with still
Breach got a pretty big buff, so he's better. But yeah, maybe he's just predictable. I don't know. I'm not a fucking professional player, so I'm sure these people have tried out. Like all the pros have tried out Breach and tried out different comps and stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
Ryan? I mean, everybody else is just hovering right above 1,000 or less.
Yeah,
all I could say about this game, though, is I am so glad that I had the, you know, I had my professional gaming route in Counter-Strike rather than this game. Because this game, I would be bald. I'd be bald right now if I played professionally. This game is so stressful. It's so stressful. It's a whole other level of stress when you play this game. I'd lose my mind if I was competing in this game. It's so fucking hard. It's actually so hard.
The efficiency, I've just got to get back to it, of that thrifty round for FaZe. I mean, that turns the entire dynamic.
Like, it makes me so lucky that I was a professional in CS.
Potentially 8-12 or 9-12 rather, with a full purchase, but I mean, now we're.
Don't get me wrong, being a professional in any game is stressful, right? Of course. You're competing. Anything that you compete in, you're going to be a little stressed, obviously, because competitions, right? But this game, woo! Literally bald. I would be bald.
I feel like Zach.
Most of these players playing, they're probably going to be bald.
Also, like the amount of value he's getting out of Asher's utility. It's kind of funny to see the stark contrast in who decides to play Asher and who doesn't, and what value it can really provide.
doctor recommends Pagoda egg rolls. Take Pagoda once a day. Side effects include happy face and full tummy.
Put the egg rolls in!
Ask your doctor if Pagoda is good for you.
Control. So
Yeah.
it's definitely, you know, when FaZe plays, sometimes people can kind of over-exaggerate, you know, how loose they play. They're definitely a very scrappy team. They're definitely very aggressive, and it's because they commit to double duelists, and they're playing two duelists who are fast-paced players, right, that you're looking to explode on the sites with. But it's about the other supporting factors on the team kind of coming together and assisting in that play style, you know, kind of just playing around that and making sure that they can do so safely. And it's working out for him here on this comeback in the second half.
And we're starting to see, I think, just how this conversation with KO being now available is starting to kind of change maybe even the dynamic of how certain teams have approached.
What's your favorite aspect of Valorant? And if you could change something about Valorant, what would it be?
For Ghost, this is
My favorite aspect is probably the
stage 2. I mean, to some favor. I mean, they got beat up by a couple of teams, but they've also done,
you know, like all the characters and stuff, right?
And that a lot was
all the different agents and the things they can do. It gives you like a different play style every time you play, right? What I would change is probably some of the maps. Either more maps or change some of the current ones.
But the ability, like you mentioned, to continue to layer and tier up some of this utility has been really.
I want more maps to be like Breeze.
Yeah, certainly, you know, on the attacking side in particular with the double initiator, it allows you so much utility to disrupt players and get on the sites and then hold off those choke points, you know, for retakes and really stall out the retake. Defensively also, again, a lot of being able to stall out choke points with these agents. But so far they're kind of slipping here as they're trying to get some mid aggression going this time around.
Oh, they're actually getting not just aggressive through mid, but also through B main. But FaZe not really committed to this angle. It's going to be BabyJ to back up with Zach. Spike was never a part of it either, so there really wasn't a chance to zone out the Spike itself.
Why do pros like Breeze? Because, like, strategically, it's the best map.
Level of test into FaZe's front, and that will be enough.
It's not like it's not just like one. It's not like one way of playing is the way of playing on that map. That map is fucking beautiful. The amount of strategy and thought that goes behind anything that you do is incredible on that map.
Player down. This is scary for FaZe. Ghosts have really constructed this aggression so well. They hid from the drone perfectly. They re-aggress onto mid afterwards, and now look at this pinch they have on FaZe.
Breeze is not a fun map if you're just like randomly playing because nobody knows how to play it properly. But from a professional like team environment where everybody knows their roles and how to play and the strats that are going to happen, beautiful map. Fucking beautiful.
He just has to hold on. All possible, just hold on. And how about it? He finds himself a second.
Koala!
Come through tree. Are they even needed? Koala's found 3 so far. Corey by himself. And, well, the Aldrone will push him back into a corner.
And not only that, like the fights that you take in Breeze are way more unique than any other. Like, think about all the maps that are currently in Valorant, and think about how much of the fights are the exact same. Think about Ascent, think about Bind, think about Haven.
And it won't happen. So Ghost put themselves on 12.
Think about Split. Like, so many of those fights are so similar. And then you go to Breeze, and it's just, you know, it's beautiful.
Using those guiding lights perfectly to get some initial mid control, put that pressure on, force FaZe back towards their spawn.
Just a beaut.
And then they dodge the owl drone of Raucus, and then they come back in with Seekers with all their initiator utility to just make sure that they have full deep mid control. They reinforce A site at the same time, and now they know there's no way they can go B, there's no way they can go mid. We have them pinched, and they just capitalize. That was so well constructed from Ghost defensively.
Now FaZe, what is going to be the response here? Still playing through mid. Dismo wants to challenge this. Throws out not just one, but 2 different Hawks through this. Attacking lockdown also in play. But
man, Dismo, Dismo's a little nervous. That's okay. The nerves. It's a close game. I feel it. I feel it. Gotta shake it off. Shake it off, baby. You got this shit.
Chase on the site has found another, and just like that, FaZe were looking primed to get into B, had been stalled almost to a complete stop.
Big kill though from Baby Bay.
Shit, this is. They don't. I don't think they know that there's 2 in B right here. So this is gonna go. Honestly, this is gonna go terribly. I think. Oh, unless Baby Bay's a legend. Oh my! I think he just got team flashed. Bro, I think he just got team flashed. Oh no! Bro, Ryan tossed the flash over the roof and blinded his teammate.
I mean, honestly, thanks to Baby Bay. His
right here.
Is really what saved the day.
Flash, pop,
yeah, it's the
peek. Oh my god! That's a tilter. That's a tilter. The KO tossed the flash, tried to support his teammate, but it ended up fucking his teammate. Oh man, they're gonna look back at that. They already know, actually. They already know that it was a team flash, but still, if they watch it back, they'll really be like, shit, we fucked up.
And that's what's great about Baby Bay. He's not gonna be deterred. His confidence will not be shattered if he's like having a rough time. Remember, the first time he went for that exact same play, he got crushed by Chase, but that doesn't stop him from going forward again. And that's what's great about having a fearless player like Baby Bay. Sometimes you can live or die by the sword, but it always gives you a fighting chance if he keeps that confidence up to, go for it when you need it, and he makes a big play, and he saves the day for FaZe, and at least keeps him alive. But they need one more to force the extra rounds, as they are, again, looking towards A side. They're up catwalk. They're starting to get some A main control here, but the defense is really well fortified at A. 4 players strong on the site.
They're looking to try to get aggressive here, but the Cloudburst actually denies it. Serves as a one-way smoke. So Baby Bay finds first blood, but still, Ghost want to commit forward to this. They're even going to be able to send a couple of bits of utilities to try to push out this FaZe Clan squad, and boy, have they. A couple of weapons get collected, but it comes at a bit of a cost.
Chase has a lot of info here.
He's not giving up the angle. Ryan gets caught with the knife.
Nice.
But meanwhile, other side of the map, Chase able to respond in kind. Spike is making his way towards A.
It's all on Raucus right now.
Here as of yet.
Or not Raucus, I'm sorry. I thought my brain flipped the teams. Oops.
That's why they're recommitting to A. Neural, that's going to come out for
NA brain. That sucks. I mean, it was all on Raucus, clearly. I mean, he got the kill, so I was actually right. Yep.
Looks pretty solid.
Well, that sucks.
Really outside of
We're going OT.
For Ghost to try to recover this A site. Zachary.
Shit.
Matt has gotten information on Chase, and in the same breath, Raucus able to take down the other up top. Looking just for Hunter's Furies to connect. Chase able to sidestep. Maybe has an angle onto one.
Unless.
Pretty darn cleanly as well, but Zach able to come from behind, find the kill, no problem, and overtime is what it's going to take here for map number 1.
Indeed, you know how it works. Round for round, side switch, need 2 in a row, or it keeps on going. Ghost will start on the
This is rough, man. Ghost should have won this game ages ago. There's so many fuck-ups that happened. And like,
defensively, which has been the struggling side for both these teams.
Like, it happens. It does happen. It just sucks when it's happening so much in one game, right? The fact that they, on pistol round, they let go of the defuse by accident, lost the round. The team flashes. The solo plays through smokes when, just play the 5v5 retake. So many little mistakes like that stacking up made this game go to OT.
Really hot at A early.
So many different points of conversation that are going to plague this if Ghosts do not find a way to win this map. Up 8-1. You missed the defuse by, I don't even know what happened. Thrifty round comes through for FaZe. So many different points of conversation to keep FaZe in this game, and if they have a way to ever punish, it would be right here. But Ghosts setting themselves up for, again, this kind of delayed offense. You do have Chase who's kind of lurking, making sure there is no long play through B, and it does actually open up an opportunity for them to still rotate around this position as well.
Yeah, Raucus cleared out mid earlier with the Owl Drone, but a lot of time has passed since then, and you're starting to see Ghost kind of backpedal here. They have left their Sky, that's Nismo, as someone who could maybe put some pressure on A and keep those defenders interested, while the rest are looking to go to the B side. The problem is that there's an
what do you think of Ghost comp? I like it.
Both nanoswarms on the lane, so they could
do a
lot of damage here if they're not careful in this.
I would change maybe some things though.
Here with an Odin, he's ready to go.
Yeah, here comes the call. This is going to be absolutely right. I don't even think that first.
Oh my God, he spammed him. No way. No way.
Form. So 3v3 we
That is.
Koala is down to just 10 HP though, so he's
They need a little bit of luck on their side for Ghost,
really,
so
I feel like Nisbo's gonna have
that's
to make a
good.
play. He's gonna have to rotate through mid-map, but I don't know. It just comes down to timing really, because FaZe want to go quick.
Yeah, Nismo is gonna be the key here.
Oh no, they closed the door on him, man.
Comes down and actually did connect very nicely. Paint shells. Uh-oh, that's not going to be good news. Koala falls. Corey also meets the same fate, and Nisbo runs out of ammunition.
Oh, they actually fucking closed the door on him. That's crazy.
And they find 13 first.
That was such an amazing layering of utility from FaZe on that back of B-side, bro. I mean, we got to show it again, I feel like. The grab well, the stun, the nade. I mean, they were stuck back there. There was no way out. The utility just kept them in place, and then they just followed up, and they shut down Nismo with the door slamming in his face. I mean, look at this. Grabwell, stun. They can't leave. Nades. They have to peek to avoid the nades, and Corey and Zachary are ready to go. Crosshairs there. So well done from FaZe. Such a well-orchestrated retake.
Yeah. So now major advantage for them going back onto the offense, of which they just had a great second half on. So Ghost, what do you put together for a response? Because realistically, the only major response they had was after that extended tactical into technical pause that they caught FaZe a bit off guard. But this is a little bit
So
more
weird.
When
Taking a duel there.
First blood through B main, and that'll give numbers advantage to Ghost early.
Yeah, it certainly helps to just be able to get that early pick off. Just a chance to duel. Now they're trying to flash away main, but Corey's
baby.
both of them. That is
They're warmed up.
devastating. An advantage
Okay,
gained,
toxic
and now
Corey,
Corey
relax.
lost, as now FaZe
Relax.
looking to slow it down a little bit. They have a 4-on-3. They're trying to keep the pressure on A with this Olive Jones showstopper, but they're not fully committed to this. They're just using it to take space and create presence. They still have Baby Bay anchored at B lobby if they so choose to pivot, and they have mid control with Zachary. They have all their options still open to them, Shift.
Look at the long play through mid map. Jack is gonna watch any rotation.
Phase one. Like, they're all over the map right now.
As long as they would so like. Just to see if they can bait out this rotation for another free elimination. Corey has snuck up top through the net.
Zachary's on a huge lurk. Chase knows it. They think they're still going back B a little bit. That's why Chase is still like, dude, this is so, like, mentally, Ghost is so confused right now. They did such a good job staying quiet right there. The lurk. Oh my God.
Punish onto Ryan. Looking good for FaZe. 1v4 situation for Chase.
That sucks. I feel for Ghost right there. That sucks.
For Ghost, I think the other 4 members are starting to scratch their heads and say, what went
Man.
wrong? What could Chase save? Not going to happen. FaZe Clan respond in.
Oh, that's pain. That hurts watching that, man. Oh, fuck. So many things went wrong for Ghost. So many little team flashes, little missteps. They were playing so freaking well. But, man, those mistakes just